Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name's Denise and this is Dear Designs, and today I thought I would do a vlog. It is Tuesday, it's the 19th, 2021. We're in the middle of a pandemic. And yeah, so today I decided that I'm going to do a vlog because I miss vlogging, and yeah, basically I am not due to go anywhere other than over to the post office because someone placed an order last night, so thank you so much. I also want to say thank you to everyone that placed an order over the weekend. All them orders went out yesterday, so anything that's placed over the weekend goes out on Monday, and anything that's placed before 1 o'clock on a weekday, if I'm at home, goes out the same day. Anything after that goes out the next day. So I do try and post as often as I can. Lucky enough, the post office is literally over the road to me. I was going to try and just do postage like once a week, but I know how terrible the post is at the moment, so I do want to get people's parcels out to them as soon as I can so that they can at least get in the system. I had a letter, was it yesterday or Saturday? It might have been Saturday, that was dated the 15th. It was a hospital letter as well, so that's not very good. Our area is terrible for post at the moment, so yeah, it's just one of those things. But today I'm going to dye yarn, and I want to just sort of take you along and show you. Today I'm gonna do or dye a yarn a completely different way. I'm gonna do 2 different yarns today. Well, 3. I'm gonna do 3 different ways. I'm gonna do my normal way and 2 other completely different ways. So the first way, or the first different way, is I'm going to cake up a undyed skein of yarn, and then I'm going to try and do dye that just in the pot like it is, and see if it absorbs the colour so it's more like a graduated yarn. The second way is I'm going to actually ball up the cake. So I'm just going to ball it up with my hands, not cake it up. Sorry, ball up the yarn, not gonna cake it with my hands or anything, because obviously with a cake, I haven't got one here, have I? Oh, I have. With a cake, let me just get this one down. Obviously this is not a full cake, but it's still a cake. I'm gonna get the dye sort of here as well as on the side, and hopefully in the middle a little bit, where if I ball up the yarn, then I'm not gonna get the inside too coloured, if that makes any sense at all. And I have got a colourway in mind, so I'm just gonna leave it like that for now. I hope everyone is doing fine. I haven't vlogged for a little while, so I don't think I've vlogged since... I don't think I've even done a video since last podcast. And I haven't done a podcast because I just haven't. Yesterday, what happened yesterday? I had to go shopping yesterday for food, so I went to Lidl and got what I needed, and today we're getting our second HelloFresh box. I know you might be thinking, but you're getting a HelloFresh box, what do you need to go shopping for? The HelloFresh box is only dinners, so we still need lunch and essential items like toilet roll and bits and pieces like that. So I did pick up other bits and pieces like bread and butter, and I also picked up stuff to make a cheesecake. I see it on Facebook. It was the Milky Way no bake cheesecake, and it just looked so nice, and I couldn't get Milky Way, so I just got white chocolate. And I'm going to try that. Not today, because today's going to be a dye day. I'm going to dye yarn. I also ordered off of Amazon some new pans. So I've got 3 metal pans now. I've got the one that I already had, which is a shallower pan, which is 65 centimetre, no, 65 centimetre, no, 65 mil. 65 mil. And I've got another one that I ordered, which is 100 mil, same size, so it's a large, like, long pan. And then I ordered a smaller pan, which is half. It's like 1/2, 1/4, and 1/1. They can't, it's all different, like the catering pans, and that is 100 centimetre as well. And I did get them with lids, so I don't have to use the tinfoil on them ones anymore. I did try getting a lid for my other one, but I just couldn't find one on Amazon or anything. So I'm going to keep looking and having a look to see if I can get another lid for the other pan that I've got. And then the tinfoil pans I will use until they're no good anymore. I have got one brand new one, I think, but I will use those because obviously if I'm dyeing more than one batch, then I can just take the pan off of the cooker and put a new pan on ready for a new batch of yarn going in. The reason I got the metal pans is because if we get a new cooker, which hopefully we will be, the reason we haven't done anything about that at the moment is because they're not actually collecting. Well, they are collecting, but it's got to be by the front door of the building, and that is downstairs. And the reason we want them to collect our things is to take it downstairs. Obviously, me and Ian are not going to be able to take down a cooker, washing machine, and a fridge freezer with no trolley or anything like that, and by ourselves. So hopefully if we can order, explain we're on the second floor, we need the stuff collecting from the second floor, there's no way we can get it down the stairs, but at the moment obviously with COVID and restrictions and things, they're just not collecting from a room, they're collecting from the front door of the main building. That's no good to us, so that's why we've come to a halt on that. Anyway, if we get a new cooker, the new cooker will be a ceramic top, so it'll be like glass, and I wanted the metal pans because I think they will be better on that, if that makes sense, instead of the tin foil. I don't want the tin foil to scratch or anything because obviously it can become sharp if there's a little dent or whatever in it. So and also the cooker we've got at the moment is only a 50 centimetre wide cooker, so that's why we've got a gap down the side, which is an absolute pain in the bottom because I'm always not dripping stuff down there, but obviously when you're cooking it spits. I'm always cleaning it, always cleaning the floor. It just feels like a never ending job. But anyway, also a new cooker, we will get a 60 centimetre, which is the width of our gap, and both pans will fit on there a lot better than they would at the moment. I will have to squeeze them on today. But anyway, that's enough of that. 8 minutes in, I am sorry, I apologise, but I haven't vlogged for a while, so I need to get all my verbal diarrhea out. Ian's at work. He left early this morning. He had the worst night's sleep ever, which I didn't have a great sleep because I knew he wasn't asleep. So I think that's my camera telling me to shut up, Denise, because the memory card was full. Just had to delete some old footage. So I haven't deleted footage on my camera for quite a while, and I've done a couple of podcasts on there as well, so they're quite long. And I don't think I deleted anything since Christmas. So anyway, I'm going to drink a coffee. What is the time now? It's 23 minutes past 10. Normally I like to start dyeing or start work, if it's a work day type thing, by at least 10 o'clock. But I got up a little bit late today because, as I was saying, Ian had a crap night's sleep. I had a crap night's sleep just because I knew he was awake. He just couldn't get to sleep. I couldn't get to sleep at first, and I went to bed at 1 o'clock. I was watching telly, and I was on my phone for a little while. Obviously in here, Ian went to bed, and yeah, I just wasn't tired, but I thought it's time to go to bed now. I just couldn't get to sleep. But anyway, I'm going to drink my coffee, which I've made over there. I'm going to have a little tidy up around because I can't start work if my flat is a mess, which it is at the moment. So I'm gonna have a little tidy up, and then I'm gonna start to dye yarn. By the way, you'll have to excuse my hair today. It needs washing. I did plait it the other day and I just bunged it up, but I thought I'd show you my jumpers. I haven't showed since last week, but I have got this far, and I'm really pleased with it. I'm just really annoyed with myself that I mucked up the colour sequence, because this colour here should have been here and this colour should have been here. So I'm really annoyed with myself that I mucked that up, and no, I'm not ripping it out. So this is it so far, and I think it would have been so nice as a blend if I had done it the other way. But then I was thinking that the fifth colour that I've got is quite dark. So, oh, if I can get it out. So this is the fifth colour that I've got. So I think it will work out nice that it will be sort of dark, light, and a bit darker again. So I'm hoping that that will turn out pretty good and how I want. At the moment I'm using the Ava Inner Yarns Unbreak My Heart, and I am keeping enough, hopefully, fingers crossed, to do the sleeves. I was going to try and do the sleeves as I went along, but then I thought, well no, because I need to I need to alternate the yarns to merge into each colour. I'm alternating them 6 rows I think it is, so it's not a lot, but it's enough just so I don't get a sort of line, which with this one I did a bit. Let me see if I can pull it out. See, with this one I did get a bit of a line because it is like, I suppose it's not too bad. There is a part in it which I was like, oh, that's really bad. But I think it's just because as I'm knitting it, obviously I'm seeing the rows below. But I've got my markers in, so every 6 inches, I've just got these little markers in here. Every 6 inches I am changing colour and just going with it. And I was like, oh, I don't know if it's going to be long enough, because I like my jumpers quite long because I'm quite big. I have a belly and I like to cover that. So I thought to myself, well, if worse comes to worse and it's still not long enough once I've finished this colour and added the next colour, and possibly I have got this much left of the first colour, I could possibly do the rib in this colour, but if not, I can always, depending on how much longer I need it, I can always dye up another skein or even half a skein. Like I can do a 50-gram skein and dye up some more to have a 6th colour at the bottom. Really, in a way, I wish I had knitted a jumper that I could have gauged how much yarn that I would need. Obviously, this one does say that it needs 2,300 meters, I think, yards, whatever. And I was literally squeezing that out of what I had. But then I thought, well, I'm just going to wing it. I'm going to wing it because I know I can always dye it up some more yarn if I need it. I have this that I can use for the rib, as it is obviously the same colour as the top. It looks so different though. It looks so much darker in the actual messy ball cake thing. So yeah, I am happy with it so far. I'm just going to carry on with it. I'm not looking forward to doing the sleeves. I don't know why, but we will just go with it. And I'm really enjoying knitting on it. So I'm hoping that it's going to fit, which I think it will. And I am going to try and knit it the length of another jumper that I've got, just so I can sort of gauge it. I haven't got a jumper out yet because I thought I would use the 5 colours before that anyway. I don't think the rib's too long on the bottom. So yeah, I'm just using my Knit Pro Novas, I think these are, and they've gone like the silver's come off. You're probably not even going to be able to see it. I think you can. The silver's come off because I've used them so much, and I've started to get my callus back on my finger. It's just the way that I knit. So yeah, that's that. And also, before I go, this is not a podcast, but I've decided that if I don't do a podcast in the week, then I'll just do a rambly video like this. On Sunday, Dancing on Ice started. There's been a lot of what's the word? A lot of controversial talk about it on social media, about who was voted the worst and things. I thought she was really, really good. One, I think what doesn't help is that she is not as well known as the other people that are on there, and people vote for their favourite. That is the whole point of the show. Well, not the whole point, that shouldn't be the whole point of the show. That is the reason why people watch, is because they, or vote or whatever, is because they have favourites, and that is just the way it is. People don't vote on the skating, I don't think. It never has been like that, unless the person's really, really good, obviously. But there's always been people that are better than other people that go first, which is unfortunate. And I think it's like that on every show that is like that, basically. I think Strictly is quite the same, which is sad, but it's just the way these programs are. But I am running a Dancing on Ice sock along, and I started using this yarn. Now I have got a few cakes of this left in the shop. No, a few skeins of this left in the shop. This is Night Train, and this is how it knits up in socks. Oh, it's so beautiful. It is so nice. It will pull, I think, just because of the way it's dyed up. So I think this white bit here will pull all the way around the sock, but then in between you will get sort of rows of yellow and blue and a little bit of white. And I'm really looking forward to at least having like the leg done to see how it comes out. But yeah, this is Night Train, and it's a little swatch basically. And I just thought this would be really nice for the Dancing on Ice, because it's blue, it's yellow, it's white. And yeah, so I'm going to be knitting these on Sundays while I'm watching Dancing on Ice, or whenever I'm watching Dancing on Ice. I can't promise that it will be every Sunday night. I might watch it on a Monday mornings, but whenever I'm watching Dancing on Ice, this is what I will be working on. And I believe there's 10 shows, and I did try to work out how much I would need to knit for every show to be finished on the 10th show. So basically you've got a cuff, a leg, a heel, a foot and a toe on every sock. So there's 5 elements, and show number 1, I did start my cuff before the show because I knew that I would be late, because we was eating dinner when it actually started, so I watched it on +1. But I knew that I would want to get the cuff done before the show, because with just plain knitting I can just look at it, and I don't have to look at it, sorry, and I can just watch the telly. But I've got this much done. Hopefully by next week I'll have the leg done, and then I'll hopefully be able to get the heel done. I might not do the heel. There's no rules to this knit along, by the way. Yeah, you knit when you want, you do what you want, you just post your lovely socks at the end, or whenever you finish them. I'm not going to do shorty socks just because I want to get them done for the show or anything, but I want to try and do at least a 50 row leg, and then the heel. So hopefully by next week or this week I'll be able to get the rest of the leg done, and then I might put in the heel maybe after the show or something, because that only takes me about half an hour to put the heel in. But I don't want to put the heel in while watching, because I'm just going to get confused and then I can just do the plain knitting again. So hopefully that might get done. who knows. I'm only doing one at a time, as that is my preferred way at the moment. I find doing 2 at a time a little bit more time consuming because of pulling the cables through and everything. So yeah, it's a bit of a pain in the bum. But anyway, I've tidied up like I said I was going to, and now I'm going to go in and dye some yarn, and I will show you what it looks like. So I've had a little accident already. That's the telephone ringing. This pot was open in that bag. Let me get the phone. Junk. No one rings on the house phone because I don't even know the number either. Anyway, so I've tried to scoop up as much as I can. And I was picking out all the dyes, and I was like, why is it covered in powder? Like this, for instance. So yeah, this one, I did manage to save quite a lot. I might be able to still scoop a little bit of that up. It's a nice colour, but both hands are now blue. Never mind, I have washed them. Oh God. Anyway, so I'm gonna try and get a box because they're just living in this bag, which is not a good idea. I have got a box in the bedroom. Hopefully it'll be big enough that I can store the dyes in and store them up. I do try and put them in that bag upwards, but obviously once they go in the box, yeah. Anyway, so this is my new pan with the lid. It's bigger, as you can see, it's taller, and then this is the other one. So that's taller as well, and I'm going to use this one to do the cake and the ball in. I'll probably use this to do one, and then the pot up there to do the other, just so then I haven't got to keep changing like the taking them out and whatever. Right, let's wash that up because I know that's got blue on it. Yeah, I should have put gloves on but I didn't. Anyway, so I will update you when something's happening. So after that, my hand's even more blue. Oh my god. But anyway, so that's cleared up, sort of. I've got 2 colours in dyeing at the moment. So I have a red on request from Ian. Even though he doesn't knit or crochet, he said, why don't I dye some more red? So this will be red speckled with grey, and I don't know what other colour yet, but I'm definitely going to speckle it with either black or grey. And then this one, I should have shown you before I put the tinfoil on the lid on, but this one is, there's blue everywhere. It's like really getting on my nerves now. I should have just give up, cleared up and give up for today, but I didn't. This one I have speckled brown and yellow, and then a tiny little bit of grey, and then once that's exhausted, which it pretty much has, I think, it's only been in for a minute, but because it's only like a slight amount of dye in there, it should exhaust quite quickly, but it's only been in for like 10 minutes, so I'm going to leave it another 5-ish minutes, turn it over, and then do the other side. That red one I will leave until 12, so another half an hour, because red takes ages to exhaust, and I can just leave that one on there. I've just put some more into soak, and the 2 that I got left here, I am going to, I wondered what that was, I'm going to cake up and ball up and get them ready. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put them in the dye cold and then put them on the hob to warm up, because I don't want the yarn to take too quickly. I want it to at least absorb a little bit of it, so I'm going to do that while it's cold. Anyway, I'm going to sort that out, come back to this, and then we shall see where we go from there. So today is officially the messiest day that I've got dyeing yarn, and it is sort of just everywhere. So I'm going to have a deep clean of this kitchen afterwards. But down there is the yellow and brown drying. I put some green, yellow and turquoise in this pot, and it's come out like this, which is really pretty. Oh, it's really, really nice. I've also put my cake in this here. I might change it over and put the ball in here because the ball is down there in that pan and it's not fully submerged. So I think this pan is a little bit deeper. So I'm going to try that. I've just left it soaking in some citric acid water. But what I'm going to do is just lift the yarn out, put the dye in, and then put the yarn back in. So I've just left it soaking in the pots that it's going to be dyeing in, basically. So the red is coming out really nice. I can't really lift it because this gets really hot. I should have known that really, but yeah, I will show you the red once it's done. I put speckles of black on it, and it's come out really nice actually. It's not too much, and I'm hoping that it should be okay. I did empty some of the water, so I'm just waiting for this to warm up a little bit more so I can put the tin foil over the top. But yeah, I've had to sort of bend this one because it doesn't fit on there with that pan very well. But like I said, hopefully I'm just going to use these until they're literally, I can't use them anymore. So yeah, they come in handy. And my pile of them is just over there. So anyway, this is my mess. I'm going to get on. So with the ball, I'm going to do pink and yellow, and with the cake I'm going to do blue, but I'm going to do blue, or probably the cyan actually, the new colour that actually went everywhere, the cyan, and then I'm going to try and inject into the middle a little bit of pink, and see how we go basically. Yeah, just to give a little bit of something in the middle because I don't want it to be completely white. If I change my mind and do a different colour, then obviously I'll let you know, but yeah, I'm not sure. I'm definitely going to do the blue. Might do the plum in the middle actually, the blue and the purple, purpley plummy colour. That will probably be nice. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Anyway, I haven't put these on the heat. I'm going to put the the actual dye in the water while it's cold, which I did actually do with this. It was cold, so I just sort of smushed it round a little bit. Smushed it, that's a technical word. Smushed it round a little bit, and this is the colour we've come up with, and I really like it. It's a bit darker than what's showing on screen. It's really light on screen. It is a bit darker. But I've put the yarns in there a little bit different as well. So we've got two that's wrapped around the edge, and then I've got one that's wrapped that way, one that's wrapped that way, and then one just curled up in the middle. Was it like that? There's four in there. There is four. 1, 2. It's not even hot yet. Oh, there is, I think there might be 3 in there, can't remember. I've got one left over, and I will probably just put that in a pot over there and dye that with whatever I've got left over. So no dye left unused. So anyway, it is now 12:30. I still haven't got a battery for that clock, which is terrible because there's batteries in the other room. I just haven't done it, so I'm going to let this carry on. I think the red is probably nearly done. I'll leave that for another 5-10 minutes until I put the dye in these pans. I'm going to clear up my little bit of mess here, put the pans up the top there so then I can do it on the side instead of on the floor. So this is the blue cake. I have now put a skein of yarn in each of these pans because the dye just was not depleting at all. And then there's a pink skein there, and I am just balling up this one again to get to the middle so then I can re-dye it again with the yellow. I don't know how it's going to work. It's tangling a little bit, so yeah, it is still a little bit hot, but I want to try and reskein it just to get it back in that pan so I can dye it and be done for today. I feel like I'm zoomed in. I'm not. So yeah, that is my plan, but this has come out really nice already, and I've only wound off a little bit, so yeah, we shall see what it looks like. It looks like not a lot of pink has gone in, but I don't know, might get a white in the middle, or like a natural colour in the middle. But it's all trial and error, so let's carry on with this one and I will show you what it looks like. So roll forward lots of hours. I have dyed all the yarn, I've rinsed all the yarn, it's now drying. I will show you the other bits in a second, but I have now got this cake, which in the middle I put the plum, and then on the outside was the blue. And I don't know if you can tell, the light in here is not brilliant, but we have some lighter patches in it. It's still wet, so I'm just leaving it on the draining board until I need to wash up, basically. And then this was the pink one that I re-rolled and put the yellow in, but when I put the yellow in, not all of the pink was exhausted, so it's sort of a mishmash of yellowy, but I think it will be quite nice on the inside. I'll open it up a little bit, and as I was re-rolling it, oh, it looks so good. So the other stuff was hanging up in there, the string broke, so I've had to take my clothes off the clothes horse, which were dry anyway, and I've put them on here. So we have got this lovely blue colourway, we've got the brown, yellow with a tiny bit of grey, not that you can really see. The lighting is quite good here actually. Then we've got the red, which is red with black splotches. So we've got 4 of those, 3 of those, 1 of this because it's obviously what was left from the cake. And then we have this green, just turn this round. We have the green, 3 of those, which are so lovely. The pink, which was from the cake, no, the ball, sorry, what I put in. This is another one of the yellow and browns. It's quite like autumnal, it's really nice. And then this one is very similar to Spring Garden, but also very different. I'll just move that one along a second. It is very different. It's got, I tried to keep brighter bits of yellow in as well as like the yellowy greeny parts. But I literally put the colours in while it was damp. I'm trying to spread these out as much as I can so they dry quicker. But I don't know whether they will or not. Ian's been called out. He got home and he actually went to bed because, as I said this morning, he didn't get much sleep last night. Focus, I'm here. Yeah, he didn't get much sleep last night, so he went to bed. He's now been called out, so he's not here. It's 6:25 nearly, and I've literally only just finished sorting bits and pieces out. So for me, it's been a long day. Oh, it's a bit of fluff. Yeah, it's been a really long day for me dyeing yarn. I do know that the ball, the cake not so much, but the ball of yarn that I dyed today, it's a lot of hard work. It really is. It doesn't seem like it's a lot of hard work, but it is. So if I do carry on doing those, I'm going to see how it comes out, and then they will be a little bit more expensive than, or they will be a higher price than the yarn that I'm actually selling at the moment, just because of the process of it. You have to double dye it, you have to double ball it. It's a longer process, and I think if I do them in future, then I will just have to have a whole day of dyeing the balls and nothing else, no skeins or anything, because I will have to do like a process of it instead of trying to do bits and pieces. Today, me personally, I do think I've done a bit too much for me personally. I know other people dye like 100 skeins a day and things, but I've only got a little kitchen and I've only got a limited amount of space that I can keep things cooling down. I've only got a limited amount of pans, so yeah, it's been a long day, and I can't wait for dinner to be done. I haven't even started it yet, but dinner to be done, for me to be able to sit down and do some knitting. I probably will put the heel in my socks tonight because I haven't worked on those for a while. I've still got my jumper sitting here from last night. I haven't spent much time in here. I've only put the telly on about 20 minutes ago. So I'm going to wait for Ian to call me to say he's on his way back and possibly start dinner. But to be honest, I don't even know what I want because I'm so tired. I'm so tempted to say, can we just get takeaway? But I know that we can't. Well, we can, but I don't want to. I want... I don't know. I'm just so tired. This vlog will get edited tomorrow because I am not doing it today. And I was going to have another dye day tomorrow. That is not happening. I think I've done enough for today. 15 skeins I've dyed up today. So yeah, it's quite a lot for me. Normally I do about 8. But I really like my bigger pan, like the deeper pan, because I actually dyed 4 skeins in that today, and I could probably dye more. But I dyed 4 skeins of the red in that today, and it was comfortable and there was enough room for everything. So I can dye more of the same colourway, so I could probably dye up to 4 skeins, quite comfortable in that pan. So depending on going forward and if my yarn is still popular and things, then I might buy another deeper pan, just so that I can get rid of the aluminium pans. Not that I, the foil pans, not that I'm buying them lots and lots and throwing them away. They're just bigger and the metal ones are better, obviously. Anyway, I'm going to have a shower later as well because my hair is a hot mess. And yeah, it is nice and curly and the colour of it is really nice at the moment, but like that bit there is like so white. But anyway, so yeah, that's if I can bother to have a shower. I need to have a shower. I need to jump in and jump out, basically. That's all I need to do. So, but that will probably be a bit later. Just waiting for Ian now. I'm really rambling. This vlog's going to be so long. I'm sorry. But yeah, so anyway, I'm going to end today's vlog here because I've rambled on so much. It's like I've been watching Hannah from The Corner of Craft, and she does like studio vlog like 2 or 3 times a week, and I'm really enjoying her vlogs because she's just rambling on, like I say rambling, not in a bad way, but she's just like chatting away, and it's so nice, it's so lovely, and I feel like I've done that a lot today. But anyway, I'm gonna go. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this really long rambly vlog, and I shall see you all in the next one. Bye.